Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Mike and you're watching Triple T Acres. And we're out here today with the LS tractor and we have a skid steer auger attached to the front. This thing is a hydraulically driven auger that is designed for a skid steer that has a much higher gallons per minute flow rate. And my tractor only has about 8.2 gallons per minute. And I was told many times that this is not going to run it. We even called a equipment rental place and they told us it wasn't gonna work. Luckily enough, I had a good friend that owns one of these and he was willing to let me use it. I just made a video on connecting this thing. We went from Pioneer connections on a third function over to flat face connections to run this thing. I wasn't gonna do a video today because it was so hot, but it is working so well. I'm out here at my friend's house and we are putting in a whole entire fence row in, and I just have to show you guys that it is definitely worth renting one of these or purchasing one of these things. Now, look at your tractor's specifications and make sure you got at least a decent amount of gallons per minute. You just need enough strength to spin that auger in the ground. Rear mount uses gravity to push the auger down on the ground. I'm able to put some down pressure in here and this ground is solid. We're near drought conditions here, really hard, and this thing is having no problems. It's a little bit slow, but it's still way faster than doing it by hand. So I've got some time-lapse footage of it, but we've got about 3 here left to do. I'm gonna put in real time so you guys can see this thing in action as we put some posts. And you can make a decision on whether you wanna rent one, purchase one, or stick with a rear 3-point attachment. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Where am I going? Right there? Okay, cool. How's it look? Back? It's important to know that whatever you're going to be digging, and I'm sure this goes without saying for a lot of you, but make sure you call oops, and we did just that before we dig. Everything's been marked, everything should be out of our road. Get this one drilled here. You got to run the throttle really high on these things. Again, it's really low gallons per minute, but we're not worried about that. It's going to steer me right into the hole. Nice thing is it dangles and it usually keeps it pretty plumb. All right. Now this ground is very hard. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we got to spit it in the right direction. I'm pushing down, I gotta scoot back a little bit here. You know, it's really hot today and I wasn't gonna videotape this, but we got through this job and I'm like, man, I've got to share the experience because I totally think this is something that anybody can do. As long as you have a tractor with decent hydraulic flow, you can push down and dig a hole. The video I did last time was the first time I dug with it and I didn't have enough experience with it to push down enough. It didn't go very fast. But these go fast enough, I think. I think it's better than using a hand drive. Try to keep the dirt near the hole, but keep it out of it. I'm sure we'll have to do some cleaning here. Not too bad.
Pretty good.
Did a lot of the dirt fall back in there.
It's because it's so dry.
Oh, it's like powder.
It's just falling off of it.
Yeah.
String.
I mean, if that happens again over here, let me run the auger back down in it and pull it out, because I can run it in, stack that bit.
All this was on the auger,
yeah.
But when you lifted it out,
As
it's
you
just
lift it
so
out,
dry
it
that
just
it
keeps
fell
falling
off.
Oh, it's just not holding.
Yeah, it's just not holding on to the auger.
Gotcha.
There's no moisture to keep it.
Gotcha.
Which is fine. I mean, digging loose dry dirt's better than pounding through, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. All right, so guys, we've had this auger here today. The other option was going to be a hand drive or a rear post hole. Do you think that this was adequate for today? For a homeowner that's got a tractor?
Yeah. Yep.
For sure.
For a tractor with a third function.
Yeah, third function. Yep, we got to have the hydraulic flow. It's not the fastest thing, but we're not in a rush. You know, you drill the hole, you clean it out, and you set your post, and you move on.
Yeah, I ain't paying you guys by the hour.
For sure, for sure. I got definitely some good sun out of the deal.
It would probably even work for someone like, you know, he had come do the estimate for them. If they had a small compact,
Oh yeah,
they could haul on with a half-ton truck.
for sure. For sure. You know, I'm glad I'm doing this video because most people think that they have to get a low flow tractor auger on the front if they want to do something like this, and it's just not the case. And I haven't seen any information on the internet that will show you that you can use a skid steer, even though it has high flow hydraulics, which is like usually in the teens is what a skid steer, and even higher. And my tractor's only 8.2 gallons, and it's able to move this thing plenty fast enough.
Well, all a hydraulic motor is just a gear-driven.
Yeah.
You got fluid coming in, fluid going out, and you can't compress fluid.
Right.
So it's going to move it.
Yeah. As long as you got the PSI behind it,
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, and this soil is so dry. We got a little bit of rain the other day, but it did nothing to this. I mean, we've had a very dry summer here. Let me grab a hold of this. You know, I'm sure people are gonna watch this video and say, these clowns, they don't know how to set a post.
I'm not a professional fence player.
Everybody's a pro. We're just some DIY guys
You don't have to show
helping each other out. Yeah.
You can edit it.
Oh, for sure. No, but you know, for a homeowner that wants to do it, you know, we're not afraid to do stuff ourselves. I mean, it's already enough work tamping and shoveling. Imagine
You were digging them by hand.
post hole, you know.
An old farmer I worked for when I was a teenager, he used to say, that's how they judge a good day's work. A man dig and tamp 20 posts a day.
Yeah.
That was a good day's work.
Well, we got a good day's in today, I'd say.
I mean, you can
By hand.
imagine. You can imagine.
Oh yeah, by hand. All right, guys, 20 plus posts with a skid steer hydraulic high flow auger mounted on the front of a tractor that has low flow. For anybody who says you can't do it, here's proof. All right, what a day's work. You see behind me, we've got all the fence posts in. We drilled about 19 with this drill, and if you're wondering if it works well, it does. Do not hesitate. If you've got a tractor similar to mine, I have the XR3135. If you go to the internet and look at some of the flows that this has, if you can compare it to your tractor, it will run a skid steer hydraulic auger on the front of it, no problem. It's not as fast as a skid steer, but it was plenty fast enough, definitely efficient enough for us to get a hard day's work in with this thing. Guys, if you like this kind of content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, but until next time, we'll see you in the next video.